Also, is Mike paying attention, Emoto? Because I got the Colosseum set up and running. Oh, I should probably change that volume really quickly before I unmute it. There we go. Oh, I need to change mine to the Elgato. Is the mic a no? I guess I could start a little bit and then Mike can join us in a bit. Yes, progressive scan mode. Progressive mode.
Oh, I remember progressive scan. Yeah, when you play on a Wii and it's like makes slight graphical improvements and always asks you that before you start playing a GameCube game.
Does it do it on the Wii? I never saw it on the Wii actually.
On the Wii, it did whenever, or at least, well, I say every GameCube game, but I mean like some of the few that I had. But like, I remember playing probably Fire Emblem and like Resident Evil 4. I don't know about Paper Mario, but there are a couple of games that when I play them on my Wii, it would like ask if I wanted to run the progressive scan mode.
Oh, on the
to
Wii
improve the
U?
graphics. On the Wii, not the Wii U.
Yeah.
The Wii.
Okay.
Wii U, Wii U, Wii U, Wii U. I never owned a Wii U, so that wouldn't be a thing.
Okay, I don't even know where I was at this whole thing, so that's a start. But yeah, I guess I never really played on the Wii for GameCube games a lot of the time because I usually just played it on the GameCube or just play Wii games for the most part, not on the Wii.
Well, that's because I after I got my Wii, I gave my GameCube to one of my friends, so all my GameCube games I just played on the Wii console from then on.
It's funny how the GameCube console is actually can go for a decent price if you have a specific port on the back of it. Because early copies of the GameCube had a component cable behind of it that would make it, like, that's how you get the progressive mode on it, because that gives higher quality. And there was a cable for the GameCube that was only released in Japan that is actually very expensive now, that could make it more high quality than the normal GameCube. However, that proved to be far too, like, not many games, I guess, utilized it that well, and ended up being like they took it out in future GameCubes. So if your GameCube has that adapter port, it goes for a little higher price. That's a fun fact. But I think a lot of games actually on the GameCube uses progressive scan. And also, this game is not input heavy, so I can just use that on the software. That's a good part. Alright, where the heck do I go? Because I don't even know.
I never did get around to playing this game, but I remember wanting it a lot when it came out.
I mean, you can always get stuff like this on the emulator if you want, for even higher quality.
I know, I don't really care at this point, though.
But if they ever make a XD Colosseum sequel, then maybe. Maybe. That Pokemon announcement, though, that they did like Wednesday was very upsetting to a lot of people.
It was like I didn't even watch that, but I gathered that they announced like a battle arena game or something.
It's a MOBA game, basically League of Legends.
Yeah, exactly. Because like that one Australian Pokemon speedrunner that I've like linked videos of him before,
Yeah.
like he like made like a 5-second long video on YouTube called "My Thoughts on the New Pokemon Announcement in Detail." It's just him like looking at the camera, being like, "I do not care about MOBAs," and like the description is just saying like, for the 5,000 people that are gonna ask me my thoughts on this new project, maybe this will answer it a little bit, and then I'll only have 4,990 people asking me.
Yeah, the game was, because like they hyped it to be like a big project announcement, which I guess in a sense it is, but it's not as big as people said. Like they should have like lighten it a little bit by either saying it's not as a mainline game or anything like that. But it's like they shouldn't have done that. And what made it worse is that they are being developed by Tencent, and a lot of people don't like Tencent.
They're kind of a propaganda arm. They're an extension of the Chinese government, essentially.
Basically.
Or basically businesses serve as an extension of the Chinese government, because basically China, what they do is they're like, okay, you either anyone operating in China, it has to obey like all of like the Chinese like laws, and also like you have to basically, you can only promote views that are shared by the state.
Yeah. Which makes sense, but the thing is, it's just yeah, like that gave a huge sour in the mouth with a lot of people, and it ended up causing a lot of problems. That they like, I think I agree with some people, like some people saying that they should have announced Pokemon Snap during that direct and moved the arena to the other direct, and then that would have been
That's
like
the thing that
better.
people would actually care about.
Yeah, they would be like, oh yeah, then now it's like I get it now. It's like it's like like I care about this, and then it's like, oh yeah. So Pokemon Snap 2 was, at least the next Pokemon Snap, it's like that was a surprise for a lot of people.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. With the demographic of people who are into Pokemon games, you didn't care about Battle Arena games that much.
It's only,
I guess I'm just kind of thinking from my own opinion, because I don't really play online games or care about them at all.
I think it's more.
It makes me feel very out of the loop when apparently Fortnite is like the most popular video game ever, and I know nothing about it.
I mean, for a competitive aspect of it, I think they're going for more of the competitive side of stuff now. And MOBA is one of the big competitive side games, like with League of Legends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it isn't exactly the competitiveness that they want, or like the game that they expect. And it's also that it's free to start game, which means it's gonna be like, in order to unlock everything else, you need to pay for it. So that just ruins a lot of it. So the plan of the whole Pokemon, the arena like Unite thing, it's a decent idea, but the execution and everything was really poorly planned out.
Yeah, also the itch bundle has an item called Old Man Character Sound Effects. What an essential thing to include in the bundle.
Oh, you whippersnapper. Yugi. Old man Jenkins.
My leg!
My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg! My arms? That's not the joke. Standard Nuzlocke speed. Standard. I was gonna say none of them, and then I just realized you said standard, and then it was just like, oh god, it's like, what run would I be doing if it wasn't standard? So hello, Chris. Not the Chris we know, by the way, just to clarify, Kyle and James. This Colosseum is just a regular playthrough of what I beat Colosseum a long time ago, and this is just a playthrough I'm doing personally, and at the request of another friend on this, like on my streams. So this is just a standard. I'm not doing any Nuzlocke. I'm not doing like speed running. And I know I know a bit by memory, but that's it. So it's nothing too special. So sorry if that disappoints you, but yeah, that I'm not doing anything like special about this. It's just like a normal, solid playthrough with Old Man Jenkins. It looks cute after watching the Vietnamese, whatever. Pokemon game looks cute after watching the Vietnamese or whatever color it was on. Digits, baby. That's Grace, by the way.
Wait, what?
Grace is talking.
Oh, okay. I thought like the random viewers talking about that, and you're like, oh, okay, never mind. It's just Grace trash talking on my stream.
I mean, for Grace, this is actually.
But also a nice plug there for Twitch.tv/BB.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think this is the first 3D RPG game by Nintendo for Pokemon, so I guess like this is pretty cute, like everything.
Guess so, yeah, because prior to this they just had Stadium on the N64, which is just like battles only.
Yeah, the game is special for myself too. Like I actually never owned Colosseum as a kid. This is like my own very first time owning it. Like I bought it like I think about a year or two ago, and as a kid, reason why I beat it, because like I had a friend who owned both XD and Colosseum, and it was just like, hey, dude, I wanted to play these as a kid. It's like, hey, can you let me borrow it? And then it's like, yeah, and I played both Colosseum and XD to complete. Well, not 100% because Mount Battle, for one thing, my attention span was not that big. I will legit say that, like, I did not even attempt Mount Battle. I was just like, I saw it, it's like, huh, it's like, what happens if I beat it? It's like, you get a Ho-Oh. And it's like, okay, how many battles are there? 100? Nope. Screw it.
It's like the Pit of 100 Trials, but it goes up.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is about the Pit of 100 Trials is a lot shorter than this.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a chore. I never attempted it. If I ever wanted to 100% this game, which I'm not that attached to Colosseum. Like, I enjoyed the game, and I still kind of enjoy it. It has it's dated. It has stuff that I don't fully like about it, but hey, James. But it still has a charm that I. Okay, are we just gonna talk in Twitch chat now? It still has a charm that I like to go back to, but I'm not into it going for 100%. That's my style of it. Yeah, Mount Battle is completely side. The only thing that I would get is if the Ho-Oh was like, if I needed a Ho-Oh for my future games, because you can because this is a because like it's funny enough, this game, I think this game is one of the earliest games nowadays that you can transfer Pokemon up to the current generation. It's just a lot of convoluted ways because I know only the second generation of the color games that you cannot transfer any Pokemon with other than like doing other means, because apparently there are videos that you can transfer Pokemon Color games, not virtual console, like actual physical cartridges up to from generation 1 all the way up to generation 8. It's just convoluted. I can like transfer games from like basically to how convoluted this. If I want to transfer like the 3 legendary dogs and Ho-Oh from this game to my Sword game, I would need to have a link cable, which I do, to my connected to a 3rd generation game, which is like Emerald, which I have, and then I need to have a regular DS with an advanced slot, plug that in, which I don't have a regular DS yet, but I'll buy that at some point for a capture card, but I have to plug that in and then put a 4th generation game like Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. I have Diamond, PAL Park that, and then I have to transfer that, trade it from a DS to another DS to Generation 5, and then I have to do from Generation 5, put it into Pokebank, and then put from Pokebank into Pokemon Home, and then from Pokemon Home into Sword. It's so convoluted.
That is so much more trouble than it's worth.
Oh, it is very trouble.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool when you could transfer Pokemon from the GBA games into, like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I actually did that, I think, with my Game Boy Advance copies of the game that I had, you know, the files since elementary school. Like, it was a cool thing and kind of a weird feature, because that Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver came out, like, the year after... Or wait. Yeah, like, the year after the DSi came out, which is kind of like when... the Game Boy Advance was kind of like done.
Yeah.
In terms of having that hardware available. I never had a DSi though, so it was cool because I had both like the regular DS and the DS Lite. At a certain point, I started just going back to my regular old DS because the DS Lite is built in a really flimsy way. So like on my DS Lite, like the screen is like so loose it kind of wobbles a bit.
Oh yeah, no, the same thing
Like
happens with
the
ours.
piece.
Yeah.
I think wait, I'm trying to remember. Did a piece break off mine? No, I don't think so. Actually, I think it was the screen of my DS Lite just got really wobbly, like the part holding the two screens together. Whereas a piece actually broke off on the little connecting pieces of my original DS, but that thing still like is stable enough. I mean, the original DS is still a very blocky handheld system, but it's more stable than the DS Lite was.
Yep, that's for sure.
Also, the DS Lite was just weird. Like, the buttons felt like they were made of rubber, and, like, the D-pad was really loose and weird.
It was alright. My brother's DS Lite, which was the only one that had the advanced slot, broke, and so we had to get a DSi, which doesn't have an advanced slot. Still have it, but without that advanced slot, certain features from certain games don't work, like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and then there's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games and all that stuff. So yeah, the only available from virtual consoles from the GBC games are on the virtual console to Pokemon Bank. They allowed that, but if you have the physical cartridge for Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, there is a way, a very expensive and convoluted way, to even transfer them to the advanced games. And it's only if you really want those like Pokemon into your current gen games. It's not recommended at all, in my opinion, but it is what it is. I don't know, like I swear, like Pokemon's gonna keep going on for years, and the transferring up from Generation 3 up to the current gen is gonna get even more convoluted. I swear to God, that's gonna get so convoluted.
I mean, because they couldn't anticipate what would be happening with transferring Pokemon from game hardware that was made like 15 years ago.
That's true. I mean, like, one of the things is that they could...
I mean, holy crap, dude. Pokemon, oh my god. Ruby and Sapphire are over 15 years old now.
Oh, man,
That's crazy, dude.
I mean, the one thing is, I really did wish I played the advanced generation. That's the generation I personally skipped, like, because... Like, I mean, I skipped... I still haven't played in full Generation 5, both black and the black 1 and black 2. I have both. I can play both versions. I mean, I don't think I have white. And I don't have white or white 2. Yeah, I don't have those, but I mean, there's basically just version exclusives at that point. And
James just posted a video of you playing Super Wagon Adventure in the stream clips for some reason.
It was 3, because I was looking through your old clips and I found one from 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, Super Wagon Adventure was, I guess, like the only stream I saved that was outside. Like, I could have saved.
Oh, from like way back before the current incarnation of the stream.
Yeah, that one is like literally. That was streamed on 2017, but that was before I started like doing this on a regular basis. Before you joined, Kyle. Way before you joined.
Yeah. I joined in like July of 2018, I think.
Yeah, you joined in July. I remember
you had that super like embarrassing like old video of like straight like the private video on YouTube of like us playing like Mario or whatever.
Yeah, I'm keeping it on YouTube, but I am putting it on private. I just want to.
That's a weird video to watch because of some of the people who are in it. I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah, it's one of those like it's awkward, but I keep it just because for memory's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not public or anything, so I'm not gonna ever.
Yeah.
That, so, but, and it's like it was funny because you came out of the shower to play with us.
Yeah, my hair looked ridiculous.
It was like Kyle.
My hair was like still drying in that video, and it looked really weird.
Yeah, Kyle had like really long locks hair, and he just like usually it's like more poofy, and then you just,
I mean, my long hair deflated a lot when it got wet.
Yeah, and then so
as does anybody's curly hair.
Yeah, that's true. And so it was like it was weird. Like when I was like looking back on my video, it's like, huh, what is this one? And I just watch it a little bit. It's like, oh god, Kyle, wow, you look so different, so young, so innocent.
Oh god, I would have been like 20 in that video, right?
Yeah, probably.
Ugh. God.
Oh man. I actually. Oh man, hold on. I need to make an anniversary stream because the incarnation of this current generation is going to be 2 years old on July 7th. So I should do something for that.
Of the stream, you mean?
Oh yeah, like how I've been like so consistent with this. So I need to think of what I'm gonna do, man. I mean, I would put up Emerald as like because that was like my first one, but I need to train a lot of Pokemon for that. I'm still very behind on that.
Yeah, or the first thing I ever saw you play was you and Carl playing Smashburgers and then Super or SNES games.
Actually,
we could do like a Fortune Cookie SNES stream through Switch.
Oh, that's true. Actually, Kyle, I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we still need to test out everything, but if
we're talking about Nintendo Land, dude?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm afraid that won't work well, because it seems like really sketchy, like, emulator software and with the freaking whatever it's called online play.
Yeah, a parsec. Actually, okay, here's the funny thing. I have set it up Nintendo Land. The only thing is the gyro controls, which I should be able to fix at some point. I just need to get around to it. But everything else is control-wise is perfectly fine. And you can even set up your controllers as Wiimotes. The problem is... So, that was straight up just... You boot up the game. And... Yeah, you boot up the game. And it's like... When you boot up the Wii U, you're supposed to make your Mii and everything, right? And all that. But... So, when I booted up the game of Nintendo Land... I never made a Mii. And so the intro sequence was literally a headless person of doing everything. Even it has default characters of just headless Miis with hats. And then the names are so gibberish. It was just like, wow, something went wrong.
Gosh, I think, dude, instead of making a freaking MOBA game, MOBA Pokemon,
yeah,
Nintendo just needs to like make Nintendo Land 2 for Switch and have it with online play.
Dude, I would buy that.
I mean,
I'll buy that.
I don't know how much demand there is for that kind of thing and how well Nintendo Land 2 would sell because, I don't know. It'd be great if Nintendo Land could make this group of like 20 people happy. More like 5 or 6 people actually care about Nintendo Land in this group, but...
I mean, I honestly wish they do. Like, even if, like, they do port Nintendo Land to the Switch, I kind of doubt they will do online play. I really doubt it. Hey, Mike. Don't worry, I've been running around in this cave because I'm lost. And don't at me, Emoto. It's actually trying to figure out where to go exactly.
Nick is
I don't remember this. I don't remember this cave.
It's the Mirror B one, the Mirror B fight.
Hmm.
Oh, I know. I found the way. Do you know the way? If anyone knows.
Of course,
that.
I know the way, brother.
Of course, Mike would get it.
Apparently, someone shared a picture of like some Ugandan school kids had painted that onto a wall somewhere.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Is that actual?
I mean, I don't know. It was just a random internet meme, but I guess maybe just someone thought it was funny or something. Ugandan.
I actually remember that there was a funny video where instead of Uganda Knuckles sound, it would be Russian Knuckles in a tank. It's like, we will fight, and it's like all in the heavy Russian accent. It was kind of funny. I still like in our pinned messages, I see Kyle's Slurpee is still pinned. Kyle was like 2 years. Oh no, not 2 years. Was it 3 years?
Pushing 3, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. I'm singing the wrong song. This is Dragon Ball song.
I'll drop this in the meme channel.
Yeah. Hold on, we gotta listen to some Mirror Beef dancing.
Oh, this guy! I remember this dweeb.
Dweeb? Wow. Harsh. Yeah, Woot! It's about time, darlings.
His hair looks like a Pokeball. Jesus.
I think that's what's the point of it. Oh, there's the Uganda one. Somebody really likes the Uganda Knuckles meme.
Ludicolo was like my main Pokemon I leveled in Sapphire.
Oh, hey, this guy.
Ludicolo.
Slammed all Elite Four over to level 82 Ludicolo.
I mean, Lotad was a good Pokemon. It was a funny looking Pokemon. Also, Mike, that's the wrong theme because that's an XD.
Oh.
This is a different one.
No, I remember.
Ludicolo. Let's see. We want a confusion one, and I want to fly on the other so I can make that with. Oh man, confusion does nothing. Jeez.
Oh shit, it's raining.
How do you rain inside a cave?
That's a good question.
Do you like? It's like I see pipes. So this one of the Ludicolos just like dance their way to a water pipe and just break it, and it's just like that's how they get water.
How do you dive on land?
You dig a hole and then put water in it and then just dive inside of it.
Or digging like when you're swimming in the ocean and Pokemon uses dig. It's like, dig where?
It was like a funny comic. Awkward Zombie is one of the popular like web comics. And she made a comic where it was like, oh, you're surfing on water, and then the swimmer comes by with a Gyarados. It's like, I challenge you to a Pokemon battle, and it's like, all right, okay, go Golem, and it just drops.
And then it drowns.
Yeah, it just drops and sinks in the water, and it's like silence. It was one of the funniest things I've seen.
It's just a rock.
Yeah, it's a rock, and they're weak to water, so why would you do that? Sometimes I wonder, like, what happens when the Pokemon actually use logic in, like, those battles, in a sense.
Or like no one comments on you using Earthquake inside of a building.
Well, they don't even comment of having an Onix or like any giant Pokemon that literally is as tall as a building inside a building.
Oh yeah, like in
Yeah,
the movie.
I liked when in Heart Gold and Soul Silver you had a Pokemon following behind you, and if you caught Rayquaza or Groudon, like You just have this giant poke that's like 10 times as big as you, just following behind you everywhere.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh yeah, in the movies, Groudon is like 10 stories tall. But in the Pokédex, it's listed as being like 11 feet tall.
Is it only 11 feet?
Or it's something really unusually small. Groudon.
I mean, the mystery dungeons made that the size properly. There's also like, is Groudon supposed to be like the heaviest Pokemon ever, and it's like 3,000 pounds or something?
It's the heaviest Pokemon, yeah, I know that much. I'm not sure about the weight though.
Groudon is listed in the Pokédex as being 11 feet 6 inches and weighing about a ton.
That's fine.
Sick.
It's categorized as a continent, apparently.
I mean, I guess in the sense, Pokemon world is really small. Like Groudon's
I mean,
only
they're
like
the size of islands of Japan.
yeah.
Like the regions of Pokemon.
But you like the kids travel across each route if you think about it within a day or less. Like constantly. So it's not like it's yeah, it's not like it's like big, it's just small. I mean, Wailord's supposed to be the biggest Pokemon ever.
It's in the same mating category as a Skitty. There's so many memes about that. There's just like a Skitty and there's just like a Wailord just like just like just crushes it into the ground.
There's also like the Pokemon Chandelier, which is literally a ghost Chandelier Pokemon. And then there is it can be bred with a muck, and they can have a baby. And they're just like, how do you make babies with these two Pokemon?
That's a good question. How does a chandelier mate?
And it's also funny because like the female doesn't have to be the same Pokemon. It could be it could be the reverse. So it's like both Pokemon can make babies. So still, how do they make babies?
That's a good question. Ask the people at what's
Game Freak.
Game Freak. Yes.
I don't know.
Yo,
Carl, answer this question. How do Chandelier and a pool of toxicity make babies, or how does a whale make a baby with a small cat?
Why are you asking me this?
because Pokemon just puts like the categories for which Pokemon can mate with other Pokemon is just very broad.
Like you can just put a Skitty with a Wailord.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about biology. Nature's weird.
Carl, you know Pokology.
What? What are you talking about?
You know Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, ooh, you're my best friend. In the world we must defend. Also, Carl, I'm playing Pokemon Colosseum with Mirror right now.
I noticed.
Ah, I noticed. Hello there. Hey, look, it's his wood. It's Mirror wood.
My God, Nick.
What?
It's pseudo wood.
You're so clever.
It's his pseudo wood.
Yeah.
You're so clever, Nick.
Hey, Carl, is it pseudo wood or pseudo code?
What?
Pseudo spaghetti.
Pseudo. Yeah, pseudocode is a coding term where you roughly make a coding algorithm.
Yeah, and it's really bad code. You call it spaghetti.
Hey Carl, do you want some spaghetti code?
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. Was it Yandere Dev Chan?
No, Carl, look at my Unix program. I'll give you spaghetti code.
No, please no.
I-
Dear God,
I showed you it. Yeah, you know what it is.
terrible.
What? Did you say Mike? What did you say, Mike? I can't hear you. Your mic is really muffled.
When did Carl do it?
Oh, Carl got in here like a few minutes ago.
Not even.
But yeah, Carl, why don't you take a look at my Unix code and, I don't know, unwound it?
How much are you gonna pay for that?
1 cent.
Bull crap, no.
Wait, the what code?
So, do you understand what the term spaghetti code is?
Yes, it's where code is basically just kind of added and just never really
loaded.
like the things that are kind of don't mesh well are never really smoothed out. They just keep adding more and more code.
Yes. So, I had the bright idea for one of my assignments, which was basically a quarter-long assignment. So, this had to go about 8 weeks long. I had the bright idea where when I first make the program, I just kept adding to it without making it more efficient, all in like almost one function. And there were so many easy ways to do it. I just decided to do it the hardest way possible. I knew this, by the way. And I made it so bad, it's over like, I think 600 lines of code, and in the most inefficient way possible looking that you could ever think of. To the point where you don't even want to touch it.
I'm not touching it with the 10-foot pole anymore.
Yeah.
Is it worse than Enigma?
What do you mean worse than an Enigma? Hey. Are you saying there's something wrong with my code?
No,
Yes.
I'm saying like, is it worse than having to decode the actual Enigma?
I don't know if Carl wants to answer that.
Will it take longer than the age of the universe to figure out how it works?
I know, all I know is that code that I showed Carl. So like to give you understanding, there is so the code, how it's supposed to get, like how it's supposed to work is that you're supposed to read off a file and it'll do a list of commands. Basically kind of like, here is this command, here are the dependent commands that you have to run it before you run this set of commands. So this is like a categorized commands. And how I did it, like how you're supposed to do it is like basically like, okay, does this thing have any like dependencies? And then you run these commands in like a little bit of a list. How I did it was, does this thing have dependencies? Okay. Does these lists have dependencies? Okay. Does these lists have dependencies? And dependencies, I keep going instead of just like checking it like straight out like properly. And I just kept like going in and in until it's like, okay, then go back out. And then just say like, run these dependencies. And then go back out, run these dependencies. It's basically just going a bunch of back and forth illogical logic.
Illogical logic.
Yep. That's exactly how I would describe it.
Oh my god.
It was it's an utter mess. I will not defend it in saying
Nick,
it's
is it worse than you refusing to ever use recursion?
I never said I will never use recursion. I'll use it.
Yeah,
when
but you literally hated it to the point where you built a program in 301.
That was the program that I didn't want to use recursion.
Oh my god, Nick.
That what
Please.
I said no to recursion, which would have made it easy, but I decided to make it much worse.
God damn it, Nick.
Welcome to my life as a coder. I take the stupidest shortcuts.
Nick, you're literally the Adam Savage of us, of the whole group. I reject your reality and substitute my own. In this case, I reject your coding standards and substitute my own.
I never said I was a good coder. I just said that's the way I wanted to do it.
Self-roasting here. Then again, as Code Bullet said, I write code to make code for my to make code.
Yeah, that code was just it's a mess. I don't even know how I got it to work. I somehow got it to work, okay? Like I got like a good grade on it and everything. And I even fixed some of the problems.
Then again, I did like my second ever CS class that I took. This is like the prerequisite,
Yeah.
not necessarily the major. I had to write multiple sorting algorithms into one program, and the radix sorts was horribly, like, space-wise, it's horribly inefficient. Time-wise, it's actually really efficient, but space-wise, it's absolutely trash. The reason being is because I didn't use any linked list or array list in Java, and I just straight up went for arrays.
Your code,
And
your
that's
coding
not
is
good.
garbage. Your
I
coding
mean-
is garbage.
I mean, access-wise, it's fast, but the problem being is it's just a bunch of redundant code, and I am ashamed to look back at it. And yet, I somehow got 100 from all that. Like, what? How did I get 100?
Some of us we wonder why we fight. We wonder why.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of Retro Round Podcast, in which Nick and special guest Carl argue about
Special
their
guest.
coding decisions.
Wouldn't this be coding bound podcast?
Coding bound.
Coding wars. No
Code
coding.
bound.
Code wars.
Code Wars. Cold War Genesis, or the Ender's. I don't want to say Ender's Game. What's in the
Ender's Game is a completely different thing. What?
The Matrix Part 4, where the programmers debate amongst each other.
I mean, oh, we're making the plot for Matrix Matrix 4,
Sure, why not?
or what's the war on Gygas? Yes.
The war against Gygas. Yeah.
His hatred of coding is his weakness.
Yig strikes back. His hatred of coding. Ness, it hurts. Ness. Just all the like seizure-inducing lights that are flashing is actually the spaghetti code.
Yeah.
My eyes!
My eyes! My eyes! Pokeball.
This will be the interpretation that we bring into when I finally end up streaming Mother 2.
I call by its Japanese name.
I mean, he is playing the
I'm,
Japanese version.
I'm thinking about playing the entire Mother series in my stream. I mean, I'll play like the fan translations of the first and third game, but
Oh, you're actually gonna play the English versions for both?
Well, I mean, like, if
I
you
would
want your
suppose
viewers
so,
to
yes.
if you want your viewers to understand what's going on without
I mean, we've
without
commented
translation.
before. I was like, would it be an interesting thing if I played the game in Japanese and just like translate it live as I'm reading? But I was like, that would slow things down a lot, dude.
Yeah, it would.
Depending on the game I'm playing, like you got to understand like how long it can take me to play games sometimes. Like
Here's the
when I'm
thing.
playing text-heavy stuff. Like there are games I'll be playing. Like when I played Night in the Woods, where like that whole game used really advanced kanji because it's like targeted to an older audience. Like there would be moments where it's like it would take me like 10 minutes to get through a very short dialogue because I'm just constantly having to look up words, including kanji that I didn't know how to read.
Here's the thing: if it's not an RPG, then yeah, it should be fine. But if it's an RPG, yeah, just use a translation.
It's also that there is an official translation for Earthbound 1 now, because there's Earthbound Beginnings on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the difficulty curve has not changed.
Well, that's another good thing about playing the fan translation is that the translation that Clyde Mantelin did of the Mother 1+2 thing on Game Boy Advance, he did a fan translation patch of the Mother 1 from that cartridge, and in it, just for the sake of making it more accessible to Earthbound fans, they added in a little bit of extra coding to include an item called like the Easy Badge or something. They can pick up like immediately from the start of the game that like reduces enemy damage and random encounters pretty significantly to make the game a lot easier to play through and less frustrating for people who are fans of the second and third games.
Less grindy.
Because Mother 1 is very much like I've never actually played it myself, but I know it's a much more old school like Famicom era RPG with random encounters and just yeah, a lot of grinding. Much more frustrating combat. Mother 2 is when they definitely add a lot more of the features that add the appeal of the series for me, like the scrolling HP and I guess, well, Mother 1 was kind of quirky, but there was more quirky humor in the second game.
Oh yeah, because he was more confident in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it Earthbound? Was it Mother 1 was rushed?
It came out very late in the Famicom's library, too.
Yeah.
Getting
Also, didn't
you
Mimo
get a
say that
reboot.
he hated it initially? He hated the script initially, or something like
I
that.
don't know.
I'm not
Like,
sure about that.
like to the point where Itoi actually cried.
Oh no. Rude.
Yeah, like there was
I know that Satoru Iwata was very close in working on the Earthbound game, so.
Oh yeah, because he literally saved Mother 2.
Yeah, so like it might be in the Satoru Iwata book. Oh my God! Why did Plutza go inside my shirt?
I'm not so what? I'm not so
Right,
sure
but
how
if
the
you're
I'm not so sure how the scripting was in the first Mother game, but I know that the process of writing the second one is that like
It's very similar
every
to the
single
team.
line in the second game was like made by Itoi personally, where he just like have his secretary follow him around so that Itoi could just like on the spot he just come up with something
Yeah,
that he
I hope
wanted
so.
written into the game and they jot it down for him.
I mean, one of the things that dude, I got the big buff guy's digits, man.
Jujutsu BB. This guy's body proportions are ridiculous.
He got a fabulous mustache, though.
This is like
So he's Italian Arnold.
the characters in Final Fantasy VII had like Coke bottle arms. I don't even know what to compare this guy's arms to.
Dude, no, Kyle, I got it. This guy has a mullet on the back. This guy represents you when you take a shower with your hair falling back and when you worked out in the gym for so long.
My God, dude. When I work out in the gym, it doesn't cause me to look like a freaking fire hose that's blocked up. With
Fire
both
hose.
arms. The dude's forearms alone are larger than the head of the girl that's standing near him.
Yeah.
Oh, so, by the way, so what did I miss in Tomodachi Life?
Kyle got a girlfriend.
I got digits.
Oh, how fitting.
And we added the new Miis that you'll have
Including
questions
a
about.
creepy one.
You'll have questions.
Actually,
about.
multiple. There are multiple creepy ones. Pretty much every single one that Nick added, for the most part, was creepy, except for a few like Danny got added in.
Yep. Because they were requested.
Okay.
All right, what the heck do I go now? Because I was not paying attention. I was not reading what he was saying.
Gosh, Nick, you gotta read.
I don't,
A colorblind and deaf-friendly puzzle game. That's an interesting thing to have in the itch.io bundle.
Huh.
There are a lot of games in this bundle that seem conceptually very interesting.
No, Fatin, do not cause me to talk to you.
There's one game that's apparently about like the trans experience in Japan or something.
Oh wow, that's a interesting topic.
Interesting.
I don't want to talk to this old lady.
Nick, you gotta be nice to the
No.
elderly.
No,
I'm not
you-
sure if most Japanese
you
people
talk
even
to her.
know what the term transgender means. So
You talk to her, man. Fine, fine. I talk to old lady.
You talk to old lady.
I don't want to talk to old lady. Ruri. Yeah, that's her name. It's fortune telling. The key is black or it is in the north. Oh no, I forgot to visit my own grandpa. Ruri has not visited her grandpa in like however long I played this game, so that's probably been like months. It's closer to a year. Congratulations, Ruri. You successfully ignored your grandpa. He may be dead now. I remember hearing with Chugga Conway's Let's Play of this that apparently Ruri's grandpa is theorized to be Ash.
Oh.
But that's there's a couple reasons why. Because like, and the main reason is, which will come up soon, very very soon, is that his personal Pokemon, and that's a Pikachu. But that's like a very loose theory. And it doesn't work because Ash never ages.
I mean, he has gone through puberty when they got a new voice actor for him.
I mean, literally, like, when you hear the voice actors in, like, the 10th anniversary Mirage of Mewtwo, like, Mirage Pokemon or something like that, I forget what the title was. They changed voice actors, and Ash's voice really went down deep. Like, no, he hit puberty twice.
Alright, itch.io bundle, Arigato Ningen-san, an interactive story about squishing animals.
What?
That sounds horrible.
Well, the title is Thank You, Mr. Human. Huh.
Help! There's trouble!
Like a double.
Protect the world from the devastation!
Unite. Actually,
Unite all people within our...
in the
not
nation?
Unite our people with...
I don't remember it either.
It's been a while.
Make it double to protect world from devastation.
To
Protect our people from devastation. To unite all people within our nation. To pronounce the evil of truth and love. To extend our reach from the stars above. Jesse, James, Team Rocket blast off the speed of light. Surrender now, prepare to fight. Yeah, that's right. I memorized that all on memory. God.
You feel proud?
Yes. I am a true Pokemon fan.
I'm trying to remember what Jesse's
Unlike
name was.
you guys.
A couple years ago, I watched a certain number of episodes of the Japanese version of the anime. I want to say Jesse's name was Kasumi. No, wait, no, that's Misty.
No, that's Misty.
Yeah, I remember James's name was Kojiro.
Kojiro!
I remember that one.
It's
Kojiro.
Kojiro. But the thing is that his voice doesn't sound like a Kojiro.
Also, Rui. Goodbye,
What was-
Rui.
Oh gosh, what was Jesse's name? I remember now. I remember watching it a couple years ago. I could not understand a freaking word Meowth was saying because it's so squeaky and weird.
And basically, that's the sound of it. I missed the original voice actress for Meowth because she was the voice actress for Lieutenant Surge. Also, the recoloring of Lieutenant Surge in the, like, basically they re-showed Ash fighting Lieutenant Surge, like, in one of the newer episodes, and Lieutenant Surge lost his tan. No, he seriously went from really skin dark to pale white. And I don't think in that flashback he was like a 7-foot tall man.
Spiels looks so non-threatening.
Spears is a ball. I like to play with that ball.
It looks so adorable.
Well, I'm gonna slam it. Actually, I'm gonna slam Carvana first. Right, Carvana's
Dark.
yes, I forgot.
Also has rough skin, so
I mean, rough skin.
physical attacks.
Yeah, but rough skin is like not that bad because like it's also very fragile. Oh, there we go.
You hearted it to death.
Mm-hmm. I returned my love to it.
Oh, I was about to say that you return life back to...
Why can't I slam this ball? Is it like super tiny and I can't hit it? Where
look
is
at
the
that
ball?
face.
Where is it? Why is it
Look
not
at that
big?
face.
It's so tiny. Where is it?
Look at that. Come on, look at that face. You really want to squash it?
Yes. No hesitation. Yes.
Wow, Nick. Wow, you're cruel. You're cold.
Fight me.
Have you no shame?
What's shame?
Error 404 cannot find.
Carl, program me some shame.
Progue me.
Probe me.
Error.
Frog me, make me into a progressive rock
Error number
album.
-1.
Do it.
Error number
Frog me.
-1.
Frog me,
Unknown
bro.
word.
Frog. You have to make me. You have to make shame a global variable for me. Remember that.
My God, no. Why is it necessary to start up? Why is it necessary to have it start up at start of runtime?
You know how I work.
Oh damn it! This is just an official soundtrack. Oh man, I got so excited for a moment, dude. Nick,
What?
There's a game called Learn Japanese to Survive Kanji Combat, but it's just the OST that's included in the itch bundle, not the actual game.
I'm very upset now. Dude, I want to get like the
Kanji Combat would be a lot harder than a hiragana or katakana battle.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, kanji is the third in the trilogy, so.
I'm curious how far they. I mean, because that's hiragana, katakana. There's only 46 of each, not including like adding like the 1010 and the maru to it to like create more characters. But like kanji, like you have 2200 to work with there.
2200.
I don't know
that
how
seems
far
kinda
they would
low.
get to make them more advanced. What
2200 seems kind of low.
for kanji?
Like the
Well,
kanji.
2200 is like the standard use, right?
I thought it was 1,000 or so. Oh, excuse me. I was thinking about in terms of computers.
Yeah.
Like in terms of storing.
Are you saying all of us are machines?
Yes.
I'm talking about how many kanji there are to like include in a kanji-based video game.
Oh,
But
oh, that's what you meant.
yeah. So I don't know how far they would go if they're like going all the way to like super advanced, like how to read like N1 level like words, or if it's just like, all right, dude, you got to fight this enemy. You better know how to recognize taberu. Which
So-
one of these is taberu? Which one is nomu?
Oh, Carl, you were never here when we first played Hiragana Battle, because I only know Lissa and Kyle there. I think Emoto was there, but I don't think so at the same time. I'm just wondering, are you like, do you know what Hiragana, like, learn Hiragana
I think you
Battle?
brought this up before. You brought this up before with
Yeah.
Sean, and I said no.
Oh, it's utterly ridiculous. I'm just like curious now if
It was quite silly. It was like an RPG Maker game to help you memorize the shapes of hiragana characters.
Is it really that hard?
No, it's not. It's just utterly funny looking.
No, I'm talking about like actually memorizing hiragana and katakana. Is it really hard for multiple people?
I would assume so, because like, keep in mind, Carl, everyone has a different mindset.
I mean, it can be a challenge at first. I mean, like,
There's a lot. I mean, there's certain combinations that definitely are a challenge, but it's not that hard.
I mean, it takes getting used to. You say that because you've probably been able to read those characters for like 10 years now, but like, for somebody who's going into it absolutely fresh, it can be a bit of a challenge at first when you've used like the same alphabet forever, and suddenly you've got to learn this new reading and writing system. I mean, like, I studied them and memorized them when I was in like high school and stuff. When I picked up again in college, it was pretty easy because I could basically remember how to read hiragana, katakana. But
Kanji makes a lot more sense. Like, I don't think it's easy with anyone really, because that takes up a lot of time.
But I mean, a lot of it's just how much effort you put in. I mean, like, with any kind of like reading and writing system, like you gotta just put in like the effort into it to be able to like memorize and be able to read combinations. Like, I mean, I work at a high school where most of the kids there have, or well, not really most, but certainly a fraction of the boys there have been learning English since elementary school, but can't read like basic words because of how shitty the education system is in this country.
So much better over here.
So, Emoto, I don't know if you were put this in accident, but you put the GIF and Hiragana Warriors in the wrong chat. I think the Hiragana
I
Warriors
mean,
is released.
in terms of games though that would be useful for teaching Nick some Japanese, I think Hiragana Battle pales in comparison to the great Japanese tutorial you get from Dopo Demo Hamster, bro.
Oh, dude, that is.
When's the next Doko Demo Hamster stream, Nick?
Dude, we will do that. We can do that tomorrow, man. Dude, it was funny with Doko Demo Hamster, Carl. Like, it was actually funny, because it was like
The hamster, the anywhere hamster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have it saved. I just didn't have it a selection, and then Yeah, Dokodama hamster is basically like you taking care of a hamster. You name it,
this
you
thing?
feed it. No,
It's a
not that.
Tamagotchi type game.
Yeah. That's not Dokodama hamster.
Oh, I thought that would have been pretty cute if it was.
It's actually kind of cute. It was made on the Wonder Swan.
Tamagotchi game. It was kind of cute. Like we named the the player Lissa, and then we had a hamster, and we taught it to say "get good."
In English, nonetheless.
While the whole time Nick was like, "Kyle, read this. What does it say? I don't know how to navigate the menus in this game."
With Discord now, I'll be able to like.
Yeah, there was also the
Actually.
really bad stream delay where he had to wait like 10 seconds for me to be able to read something.
The Tomodachi.
Wait, Tomodachi or Tamagotchi?
I think it's more Tamagotchi than Tomodachi.
Dude, I think they might have actually. I think when I went to Akihabara back in like February, they might have actually sold some Tamagotchi figures at like the retro game stores that I went to.
I still have my Tamagotchi V3. Was it with me? It's just out of battery, but
I had the
Yeah.
Pikachu one at one point.
wait, Pikachu.
That's a rare
there's
one.
Pokemon variants?
No, that,
Yeah, well, no, it was just Pikachu, just a
No,
Pikachu Tamagotchi. I
no,
remember having one.
Carl, I think like there is a Pikachu one, and that was exclusive to Gold and Silver, and Crystal.
Oh, so wait.
Yeah, it was like a promotional thing.
Those are rare, actually.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, these are different Tamagotchis than the ones I
Yeah,
had.
it's
But
not.
yeah, I'm sure
it's
there are
not
probably places that sell those still in Tokyo.
Yeah, it's not exactly hard to get, but they are kind of rare.
Like,
It
there
would be
was,
fantastic to be able to go to Tokyo again, but that city's still whack right now, so...
what was it the Tamagotchi that I had? Was the egg-shaped one, and it was.
I mean, I remember that.
Specifically, the one that has that has a little like signal rod at the right side, on the upper right side. It didn't protrude out as much as V4, as the version 4 one, where the version 4 one literally looked like a wand. The version 3 one looks more like an old flip phone signal that came out at the side. So, like, it was really cool. Who are you referring to, Nick?
Emoto.
Oh. Here, hold on. Let's see if I can find a link to it.
I know that
There it is.
I
okay.
remember like
it's left side.
I remember in elementary school, so many kids have that, and it was just like, dude, I want one too. And I asked my mom, it's like, can I have a Tamagotchi? And it's like, no. It's like, aww.
I don't blame her, actually. There we go. This is what I was talking about.
I
This is the
remember
one.
seeing that.
Except I had a green one. It was a green one that I had.
Carl, why don't you get the green one?
I did.
Carl, why don't you get the green one?
I did. What are you talking about?
Carl.
Dude, Nick's trolling you, bro.
I know. You think I don't know? I'm just playing along.
Carl has known me since actually a little bit before high school because we actually met each other like during
During the orientation.
Yeah.
It was actually. Why did we talk in during the orientation?
I don't know. I think I just approached you. I was like, hey.
Did we talk?
I just approached you.
like a
you,
dickhead
Nick,
from
okay, Nick,
across
wanna
the
know
room.
why?
Why did I talk to you?
Nick, wanna know why?
Why?
It's because you were the first one I saw. That was literally the only reason why I came up and talked to you. And I said, "Nice to
man.
meet you," and we both just shook hands immediately from there. And
Dude,
then,
high school
and
friendships, man.
dude. But here's the thing. I remember one time I got lost, like when I was trying to find my way in band class. Immediately you signaled me over, and there was Sean. You're like sitting next to Sean.
Well, yeah, I've known Sean since technically elementary school because we were in the same band, but we weren't like fully friends until like middle school, some late in middle school. We had a rocky start.
Ah, gotcha.
I mean, we had somewhat rocky in high school, but yeah, we stayed together.
I don't particularly distinctly remember my first time ever meeting Nick. Like, we had met before Cards Against Humanity, that one adventure, but I don't know. I
honestly-
think we met through Jacob, I'm pretty sure, because
pretty
Jacob
sure.
knew you.
No,
I distinctly remember meeting Jacob for the first time, and I've told him that story, and he laughs at it now.
I honestly like the first memory I have with you and Lissa is really that moment. I don't even know why. Like, okay, this is like
Yeah, that was the night I met Lissa as well.
Yeah, I was always questioning. Like, sometimes I like to think about how did I meet certain people, and it was just like, Jacob, like I was literally at this orientation thing. I think it's like I'm pretty sure my old ex-roommate at the time, told us that was a thing. It's like, sure, I'll go to that just to socialize a little bit, at least try to. And it was funny because it was like all a dancing thing, and we're just like just there, and then out of nowhere, Jacob just comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like, "Good." It's like, "Oh yeah." It's like, "Do you enjoy everything?" It's like, "Not really." And it's like, "Not my thing." It's like, "Yeah, I get that." And it was just like, "Hey, do you want to come to a Stack 8 with me?" And it's like, "Sure." And that's basically how it went, kind of thing. It wasn't anything like super serious.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I met Jacob, and so you know, because I had met him the year before, he like lived next door to me, and that was, I mean, it was a different era. We were teenagers at the time, and we were like fresh out of high school, and that year, in my freshman year, it's like that suite that I lived in with like Jacob and the other people, like it was, I think we were like the only suite on the entire floor that was male residents.
Yeah.
Like I think almost everyone else on that floor was girls. It was like the opposite the following year, I think. Because the next year there was that suite that had like Tyler and Justin in it. But
right.
And like I guess I shouldn't drop names, but like other people that we knew lived on that floor the following year. But yeah, I just remember like I was just like waiting outside the bathroom to like brush my teeth and stuff, like the first or second evening there. And like Jacob walks out of his room and like says hi to me, and he was just like, we just like introduced each other by name, and he's like, "Have you met all the other people on our floor yet?" And I was like, "Only a few of them, but not all of them yet." And he's like, "Oh, you should. Most of them are of the female persuasion."
Oh.
I've told Jacob that about that conversation before. He's like, "Oh my god, that was terrible." He was like, "Oh my god, I was such a poser back then."
I know I met...
Or something like that.
Yeah, I only met also Dylan. Like, I was one of the only reasons why Dylan helped interact with us, because like Dylan knew me a little bit.
I remember I talked to him in the dining hall one time because he was in Viking band that year and I wasn't.
Yeah. And because like I was like, it was like during a time where it's like my ex-roommate had a friend, and he was just like, "Oh, he's in the Stack 8," and he was just like, "Okay, let's go see him." And we go there, and I see him as well as Dylan in the room, and we introduced ourselves, and we got to know each other a little bit. And then the whole situation happened, and yeah, basically Dylan disliked that roommate eventually.
Yeah, the Wonder Turd roommate.
The Wonder Turd. Are we just gonna label him the Wonder Turd now?
I mean, if we can't like if we don't want to say what his name is on stream.
Oh, that just sounds bad, but also sounds great.
Gosh, that clip of Jamie telling that story, I like. Grace loved that clip too. The thing that Jamie said, where she was just like, "I don't know if a single serving would be able to produce a Wonder Turd."
No, such a beast.
I'm such a beast. That's right. Yeah.
The way she delivered it and the deadpan tone, it was just like.
Yeah, it's like she wasn't even trying to be funny. She was just thinking out loud, which is like the best part.
Yeah, and then just like Grace was like, "Dude, that was hilarious." Her like execution of it. Oh, that whole
Hashtag college life. I think pretty much everybody remembers meeting Dougie for the first time, though.
I don't remember how I met Dougie.
First time I talked to him, I think I also met him through Jacob, because they probably talked about sports or something, because like Dougie's into basketball, and I think Jacob watches it casually as well.
Yeah,
and because I remember we're like sitting near the TV in the dining hall, and they're probably watching a game or something. But I don't remember specifically like what it was, but like Dougie just started like talking about like Viagra or something for some reason, and then like started talking about how he thinks the Oedipus complex might be real, and I was like, what? And then I found out that he lived in the same building as me like a couple days later. I was like, huh.
Yeah, Carl, to give you reference,
because we did the awkward thing where it's like you take tours of like other, you know what I mean? Like it's like you take tours of other people's rooms, like people show off the room.
Yeah.
And like some people did that, and I was like, cool. But then just like one time, like Carter or like my roommate at the time was like coming back from doing laundry, and like the door was open for like 2 seconds, and all of a sudden some girls from across the hall tried to like walk into our room, being like, "Hey, can we see your room?" And I was like, I mean, I guess you're already looking at it, but like we weren't planning on our room being open to showcase to people.
That was like weird. Yeah. Man, don't remember much about my stacks, like roommates and stuff. Like not room, like people there, other than meeting a few people there.
I don't think there are many people in Stack 7 that year that I really like met.
I mean, there was only one person that hung out with the Kirby.
Yeah, and did she live in that stack that year? She did, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. I remember.
And I guess
that.
there was, you know, your twin roommate at the time as well.
Yeah. Still find it funny that the twins that we took us a while to figure out who was who.
If I see them together, I could tell them apart, but if you just saw one of them alone, it could be a little bit tricky.
Hey, Mike and James, get ready with Golf with Friends. I'm gonna boot it up after I save here.
Ooh. Golf with friends.
Golf with your friends, actually. That's the proper term.
Ah.
Here's this shiny file that I dropped right in front of you.
I'm getting fairly close to logging all of the games in the bundle now, which has been quite an endeavor. I also need to get back to Animal Crossing because I want to catch enough bugs in the tourney to get a trophy.
How many bugs do you need?
You need to accumulate 300 points to get the gold trophy, which is what I'm going for.
I'm getting quite a bit, so... I also need to do my today task, which I have not done at all.
Or, well, when I talk about that bug off, I mean like the, it's like what the fishing tournament is like in New Horizons, where it's like, you get a timer of 3 minutes and you catch as many bugs as you can during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you build the points. I think they changed up how tourneys work in this game because...
Good. Because something you can't cheat.
Developers could understand, yeah, that's like, if the fishing tourney, if you know it's supposed to catch the biggest fish, you just catch like a shark like the day before and bring it in and immediately win. So now it's like a time trial challenge.
I like the bug off more than the fishing tourney because I hate waiting for the right moment for the fish to actually bite.
Yeah, same. I enjoy fishing, but when I'm like in stress mode, trying to catch a lot of fish, it's like, dude. But running around catching butterflies is much easier and fast paced.
Is it
also,
the biggest?
There's the game called They Come From Uranus in the bundle. Wow.
Is it the biggest butterfly, or is it just the number of bugs you can get?
I think it's just the number, and maybe slightly rarer bugs have a higher point value or something. It's definitely not just 1 point per bug. I think my record so far is catching like 12 in one go, and I think it earned me like 15 points or something. So rarity might be a factor.
I just realized we're in a town where one of the NPCs says their lover is their mighty Anna.
What? Furry.
Also, there's a game called Barrel Roll.
Barrel roll. Barrel roll.
I don't suppose you do those in the game, do you?
I could do barrel rolls in real life.
Barrel roll. Barrel
Barrel
roll.
roll.
Do the barrel roll.
Do the barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
James, get ready with golf with your friends. I'm gonna... Oh, god dang it. I'm gonna boot it up once I purify my Pokemon and save. Because this is gonna get...
Purify? Are you baptizing your Pokemon?
Basically. Wait, can I not do it right now? Gosh, darn it. There is a... Okay, so the bonus disc for this game was only $60, and it bumped up to $100 now. And that's the only way you can get a Jirachi in this game.
Huh.
And then there is also the only way... So the Celebi Pokemon was meant to be in this game as well. However, for some reason, they took it out, and it only became a Japanese exclusive game. Bonus disc. So it's really odd why they did that. I don't know sometimes why localizations do that kind of thing where they only do certain things.
Hey, was it Roy and Marth who were rich in Smash Bros. Melee were intended to be Japanese only?
I know. I mean,
Which is odd.
Well, I guess nothing's going on here. I guess I'll just save and then call it quits. Is Mike getting ready with golf with your friends, Emoto? Good. Alright. I only played 6 hours of this game, really? Feels like I did a little bit longer than that.
Have you gotten any game overs at all? Because that could be a factor.
No, I haven't actually. God, I have a better reputation of playing Pokemon games than you do.
Okay, so fuck.
I don't think I ever got a game over in Emerald. No, I think I lost to Broly a couple times. Not Broly, Brawly. This is not Dragon Ball.
Broly. Maximum.
Really, dude, got those well-defined text digits.
And the scream digits.
God, dude, I remember watching you do that boss or that gym battle. I didn't even have voice call at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make Discord until part way through that playthrough. So
Yeah. It was that time where it's like I said to Kyle, dude, we can talk on Discord. And it's like, what's a Discord? Like, it's this thing.
I had heard of Discord before, but I'd never used it, and the interface is kind of unintuitive at first.
Tell me about it. That was literally me for the longest time, and I remember Nick's like, "Carl, come on."
Wait,
Yeah.
what? What?
Was it you? I always asked for your help through the Discord UI, like the Discord layout, because it's not user friendly at the start.
Was I like that? I don't even remember that times.
It's like 2 years ago, Nick.
It's been a long time. Also, Kyle, I just saw a post literally today about Imposter Factory.
Ooh.
There's 2 previews of musics right now if you want to listen to it right now.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
What'd you say, James?
I found the cat.
A cat?
Asked me if I could find the cats and bring them in.
Okay, good. Go bring the cat.
That was some pretty epic trolling on Kangyao's part, where he was like, "Hey, so Freebird Games is working on this new game called Imposter Factory. It's like a new IP, and like we're working on it. It's kind of a thriller." And just people are just like talking for a while. They're like, "Oh, it's a new game. I wonder when they're making To the Moon 3. Wait, what if this is To the Moon 3?" And all of a sudden he's just like, "Guess what, guys? It's To the Moon 3 the entire time." And everybody's like, "Oh snap, dude."